Hey, what is going on, you guys? This is Connor O'Neal, and I've got some NBA 2K14 My Career for you, featuring the New Jersey Nightmare, the Tri-State Titan, Mr. Just Don't Give a Duck, because, we're trying to keep it PG here and whatnot, Connor Real Deal Feel Steel O'Neal, going up against the 76ers at the Wells Fargo Center. But today I want to use this gameplay to kind of talk about the NBA 2K15 commercial and the controversy that's surrounding it. So, if you don't know what the NBA 2K15 commercial is that just came out, it basically featured this year's NBA MVP, Kevin Durant, one of my favorite NBA players currently right now. I know my actual favorite of all time would be Michael Jordan, but I'm still a really big Kevin Durant fan, but the commercial basically featured other YouTube commentators, other sporting gaming commentators. The names were iPod King Carter, QJB, Sub the Gamer, and Nick the Bulls fan. They all got invited out to film this commercial, and they filmed their parts, and I'll leave a link to their channels in the description, as well as the link to the commercial. And it's a really cool commercial. I really enjoyed it, and hopefully you guys will enjoy that commercial as well. I go to see their reactions, find out their stories about the experience, about filming this commercial and whatnot, and all the comments that I keep seeing is, well, where's Chris Smoove? Why isn't Chris Smoove in this commercial? Chris Smoove should have been in it other than QJB, other than that bum IKC and whatnot. Chris Smoove, if you don't know who he is NBA 2K commentator. He also does walkthroughs of games. He does a lot of cool, interesting stuff. He's basically up to almost 2 million subscribers right now. He's one of the more famous NBA 2K commentators out there right now. I mean, he does a lot of funny lines such as, "That's a new move," "Shot clock cheese," and of course his famous auto-tune line, which is "Splash" every time he makes a three or he gets a kill from long distance and whatnot. But I really enjoy his videos personally. I'm actually subscribed to his channel. I don't really show my subscriptions to everyone because, I don't know, I just want to keep it a private matter. But that is one of the people that I am subscribed to, in case you're wondering. I do subscribe to other channels and whatnot, so Chris Smoove is definitely one of my subscriptions. I really enjoy all his content, especially the current video that he made about the Carmelo Anthony trade, where this is actually happening in real life. They're talking about Carmelo Anthony getting traded to the Miami Heat and whatnot. And by the way, have you guys been watching the NBA Finals? It ended last night. The San Antonio Spurs won. I was really happy about it. I don't know. I didn't want the Miami Heat to win the championship, like, for the third time in a row, because there was just that whole thing where it's like, oh, we're going to win 4 times in a row, 5 times in a row. And nothing against Miami Heat fans at all, but once you kind of set that culture around a team that is constantly going to win every single year, they're going to probably expect it. And that's just not the right kind of attitude you want to give to your fan base. So, and I especially did not want to see LeBron win another championship. I have nothing completely personal against the guy, and I just don't like him. I'm sorry about any LeBron fans out there that may really enjoy his game. Trust me, he is one of the best NBA players right now. He might be number 1. I mean, I'm not going to deny his skill and whatnot. I just didn't make it clear the reasons in my last NBA 2K video on why I don't like LeBron. Well, mainly it was because of that whole the decision thing. I just really don't feel that there should be that much of a focus on one specific player as to which team he's going to go to. I mean, that's just kind of ridiculous how all of that emphasis, all that TV time is focusing on one player. Like, how does that make the other NBA players feel? I mean, I understand the amazing talent that he has. He came directly out of high school. He was supposed to be the next Michael Jordan. Right now, I don't think he is up to that level, but Anyway, when he left the Miami Heat, he broke a lot of fans' hearts, especially in Cleveland and whatnot, and he went off to join this super team with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade and Ray Allen and whoever else is on that super team, basically, and that's why the new cap deals in the NBA, that's why they're trying to prevent that, to prevent these super teams from trying to join one another, and that's what Chris Smoove explains in his video. There should be a lot of NBA players that should be spread out, and so that we don't have like all these super teams like the Miami Heat and whatnot. So I would also suggest to all my subscribers to definitely go check out Chris Smoove and all the other channels that I mentioned, especially if you're into all those kinds of sports and like if you're really into basketball and whatnot. Chris Smoove also does like FIFA and iPod, I know, and QJB as well. They do like Madden NFL football videos, so definitely go check out those channels. And also the fact that I believe that, what is LeBron? He's like 6'8", 260 something pounds, and he's out there flopping, which is basically acting as though you got fouled when you really didn't, when you probably even barely touched, and you exaggerate it and make it look worse so that the referees can give you the benefit of the doubt and give you the call in this game. It's a really confusing process for non-basketball fans out there, but trust me, us basketball fans, we know that deal. So that's basically some of the things that I just don't like about LeBron. But anyway, back to the Chris Smoove deal and the fans complaining that he's not in the commercial and whatnot. Just guys, listen, he was asked, from what I know and from what I've heard, he was asked to be in this commercial, and he just simply refused. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with not wanting to be in a commercial. And in a way, I can kind of emphasize with Chris Smoove because I really don't want to try and put the NBA 2K developers in the hot seat and whatnot because they really worked hard on next gen anyway for the PS4 and Xbox One on this game. And the final result for this game, it looks fantastic. I really enjoyed the PS4 version of NBA 2K14. I didn't get the PS3 and Xbox 360 edition because, well, it's basically the same game. I mean, let's not beat around the bush and whatnot. But for the most part, I enjoyed playing NBA 2K14 for the PS4. You know, a few things here and there, but hopefully the developers will focus on those parts of the game for the next title, NBA 2K15. But as for those fans complaining that Chris Smoove isn't in the commercial, just please stop it. You know, I mean, those other channels that I mentioned, they work really hard at what they do and deserve this opportunity to be in this commercial. And plus, it really shows how people work really hard to put out this amazing product, especially the NBA 2K series. And I'm just gonna put out a random guess, but what if the NBA 2K PS4 game that we had for this year, what if it's the same in NBA 2K15? I mean, that's probably why Chris Smoove didn't want to do the commercial, because he didn't want to try and put his name with the NBA 2K title if the game is really bad. But that's just kind of my assumption. But anyway, guys, we should really stop with the complaining and whatnot about Chris Smoove not being in the commercial, because you never know, he might be in the commercial for NBA 2K16 and whatnot, you know? So anyway, for this gameplay, yeah, I missed that shot, and we actually lose to the 76ers, but we are gonna try and get them next time. Don't forget, as always, to follow me on Twitter and Instagram at CONeil20. Right now, I'm going to show you my stats for this game. Yep, there they are. And like I said, just let's stop complaining about the whole Chris Smoove not being in the commercial and whatnot. And appreciate all the other guys that got the opportunity to do this. And until next time, guys, I'll see you later.
You could have kept your team alive with that shot at the end, but it didn't fall. Do you think you could have worked for a better shot, or maybe you should have passed the ball off?
Man, I don't know, man. All I can say is that I had a pretty good look and I couldn't get it to fall. We were that close, and it was on me at the end to save the game, and I couldn't do it. I really feel like I let the team down tonight, man. We gave ourselves a chance to walk out of there with a win, and that's all you can ask on most nights. So I'm pretty frustrated and pretty disappointed, to say the least. I hope I get another opportunity in that kind of situation so I can redeem myself, man.